Hi, I'm Nancy Outlaw with Human Resources, Organizational Learning, and Talent Development. Right now, you may be dealing with challenges you never thought you'd have to face due to the coronavirus pandemic. And if you're not dealing all that well with the new normal, that's okay. It just shows that you're human. And you're not alone, definitely. We are unique, however, in our responses to stress, and personality type has a lot to do with that, which is what I want to talk to you about today, because understanding your personality type can really help you manage your stress better. So in this video, I'm going to be referencing an assessment that's called the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, or the MBTI. Some of you might be familiar with it because you've taken a class at the county about the MBTI, or you may have taken the assessment before. But for those of you who are not familiar with it, let me give you a crash course. The MBTI is actually the most widely used and statistically sound psychological instrument in the world. And it's based on the theories of a psychiatrist named Carl Jung, and he theorized that personality preferences are inborn and that two people can come from the exact same background and yet have two completely different points of view. Now, if you are at home with family members right now, you might be able to really relate to that statement. MBTI has 16 different personality types, and they're based on 4 scales that measure personality preferences. So I'm going to go over those 4 types with you. And the first one is extraversion and introversion. And extraversion and introversion have to do with where you get your energy from. So if you're an extrovert, you get your energy from your physical world around you and people. You like to socialize and you like to be doing lots of different things. So what stresses out an extrovert is being alone too much, or having to be working on something very focused for long periods of time by yourself. And that can be very, very draining for an extrovert. Now, if you're an introvert, on the other hand, you get your energy from your own inner world of your thoughts and ideas, and you like reflection time. So what's stressful for an introvert is too much peopleizing. So what do extroverts and introverts need? Well, extroverts need the ability to express themselves to other people. So little tough right now because you're homebound, you can't get out, but you still can do social media and video chats and be on the phone to connect with other people and keep your energy levels up. Introverts, on the other hand, need to make sure that they're getting their alone time and their alone space for reflection. So, reading, for example, or journaling or something, maybe just watching TV, for example. The second type preference is sensing and intuition, and this has to do with how you take in information. So if you have the sensing type preference, you take in information in a very tangible, realistic, practical way, and you're probably very, very good with numbers. What stresses out sensors is change and not knowing what's coming next. So right now is a tough time for sensors. Intuitives, on the other hand, take in information in a very abstract, big picture kind of way. So they look at information and look for connections and meaning and possibilities. They actually like change. But what stresses them out is not knowing the whys behind the information and also being tied to the past. So a statement like "that's what we've always done" can really frustrate an intuitive. So what do sensors and intuitives need to manage their stress? Well, sensors like to keep up with data and facts and figures. So maybe paying attention to the news and keeping up with all those statistics around what's going on right now can be a comfort to them. Also, engaging in concrete projects or tasks can be meaningful for them. Intuitives, on the other hand, might want to stay away from the news and focus more on the future and maybe use their imaginations at this time and come up with new ideas to inspire them. The third type preference is thinking and feeling. And this has to do with how you make decisions. So if you have the thinking type preference, you make decisions based very objectively. So based on impersonally held principles. Rules and laws are very important to you. So what stresses out a thinker? Well, discussing feelings, for one thing. Also, any type of incompetence they can get very impatient with, and any arguments that just don't have logic to back them up. Now, if you're a feeler, on the other hand, you make decisions more subjectively. You think about the impact on the person. And what stresses out feelers is conflict and confrontations. They also don't like harsh approaches or harsh words because they can take things personally. So being very blunt and direct doesn't always work real well with a feeler. So what do thinkers and feelers need to manage their stress and also to get along? Well, thinkers need the ability to make decisions based on facts, and they also need the ability to challenge and confront things because that's really how they get clarity around making decisions. Feelers, on the other hand, have a big need for harmony. They also need people to appreciate their feelings because they look at their feelings as facts. And they also need affirmations and encouragement. So keep these needs in mind if you have both feelers and thinkers in your workplace or your home and you're trying to manage conflict. And the fourth type preference is judging and perceiving. And this has to do with your need for closure and control. Now, if you're a judger, you have a high need for closure. You are probably very planful, very organized. You have schedules for everything and probably have lists that you like to cross things off of. So what is stressful for a judger is not surprises, interruptions, anytime you can't make a decision quickly. On the other hand, perceivers really are the spontaneous go with the flow types. They like to keep their options open and they like to explore the unknown. That's really exciting to them. So what's stressful for perceivers? Well, rigid guidelines and also having to work on a task through to completion with no interruptions. Because they find that very boring. That can drain them. So what do judgers and perceivers need? Well, judgers need a sense of order and control. And in this time right now that we're going through, we don't have that. So try to establish some routines and some schedules so you have a sense of certainty. And for perceivers, you need some freedom in your work processes and also some unplanned time. So make sure that you have that. And during that unplanned time, make sure you're real spontaneous about how you fill it. So understanding your style can really help you be more self-aware, flexible, and better at managing your stress and also more adaptable with other folks. And if you're interested in getting more information around this topic, please check out our document, MBTI Stress, which is part of our website. Thanks.